Greetings, YouTube. Um, I don't think I've ever spoken about my godfather, Charlie, before. On August 19th, I learned that he had passed on. And I think he was 85 or 86, and sadly, he died from complications due to COVID-19. It wouldn't surprise me in the least that Charlie had been an anti-masker, had not had the vaccine, because he wasn't the wisest of people I've ever met in my life. Now, I haven't seen Charlie physically for more than 40 years, so we wouldn't say that we're close. But he was my godfather, and we were not completely out of touch over those years. And in fact, just a couple of years ago, he had a windfall when it came to some stocks, and he sent me a check for $900. Actually, it was a weird number like that. It was like something like per year it was based on my birthday or something like that. The number of multiple of my birthday or something as a birthday gift. But yeah, because he felt that he should have uh, been a better godfather to support me over the years. I thought that was kind of funny, but it was fun. Just put $100 in my pocket and put the rest in the bank. Um, but when I was a kid, being around Charlie and his wife and daughter uh, were important to me. Our families vacation together frequently. We would see them usually once or twice a year when I was growing up. And he was a big, bombastic, larger than life kind of dude. Unfortunately, he was also a smoker, which is one of the things that probably didn't help his health, and an alcoholic, like my father was. I don't know if he ever got dry. My father is dry at this point in his life. He's sober, but I don't know if Charlie ever got sober. He was more of a maintenance alcoholic, so he wasn't on the weekends. He might be allowed drunk, but on the rest of the time, he was just a maintenance alcoholic, just enough alcohol to keep him functioning. He was also a teacher at one point in his life, which makes me really nervous about the education of those that pass through his educational sphere of influence. But he was, in many ways, a bright spot in my childhood because I ignored the alcoholism because that's what I had in my home. And Charlie wasn't an abusive psychotic like my father. So even though he was a drunk, he was a bright ray of sunshine. And he and my father were friends for almost 70 years. Think about that for a second. 70 years. Now, if I live to be 85, there will be people in my life who I will have known for 70 years if they're still alive. My friend Al, my friend Greg. I know a guy named Tom. We're not really friends anymore, but I've known him since kindergarten. Um, so there are people in my sphere of experience and those I consider to be friends or at least associates who I will have known for that long. But who knows if they'll still be alive when I get to that age? Who knows if I'll get to be that age? I am a diabetic. Uh, neuropathy, retinopathy. I suffer from depression, anxiety, and PTSD. So these are all mitigating factors upon my health. Not to mention there's always the risk of suicide when a person suffers from depression. While I am on antidepressants, it doesn't mean that something could not hit hard enough and fast enough that no amount of serotonin is going to keep me alive. Um, so I may not make it to 85. Be nice, but I don't know. We'll find out. But most of us are not going to have the opportunity to have said we knew somebody for 70 years. And my father could say that until now. And even if I was never close to Charlie as an adult, and we were not associates, there is now a Charlie-sized hole in the universe. And now COVID-19 has a face. It may be the face of a memory of a child, but it's still a face. And it hurts. It isn't just statistics anymore. how Charlie is a victim of a disease, and Charlie didn't deserve to die gasping for breath. Goodbye, Charlie. You'll be missed.